Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicolena, and this is actually my first video, so hello. I am a makeup artist. I work with Clinique and Smashbox, and I just love makeup so much. So I just wanted to come on here and just do a little eye tutorial. I have a few palettes right here in front of me, some Jeffree Stars, some Urban Decay, and then I already have my foundation on, so that was, I used Smashbox. The Studio Skin 15 hour, well now it's 24 hour. So I already used that on my face. So we'll just do eyes and we'll do a little contour. I have this that's new that I actually got today. It's the Cali Contour Shape Bronze and Glow palette. So I haven't used this yet. So this is really, really exciting. So since I've already done my foundation, I'm just going to take a little Shapetape to my lid and start by getting my lids ready for the eyeshadow. So I kind of use this. I like the MAC paint pot, but I don't have any of that today. And just whatever you can do to prime your lids, I think it's important because it gets the foundation, not the foundation, the eyeshadow to stay. And it lasts all day. So we have done that. I do like to sometimes go in and put a little powder. I'm using the Mercier setting powder. I do like to use a little bit of this sometimes just to go in there. This is a BH Cosmetics Pro brush, and just kind of set it just in that way there's no creases. So I'm new to YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for a very long time. I'm obsessed with Tarte, Westbrook, and Jeffree Star, and you know, Shane Dawson, and I watch a bunch of people, and I've been doing makeup for probably about 5 years now. So it is a passion of mine, and I absolutely love it. I love working for Clinique. So I have this here in front of me, and I have the blood sugar here in front of me. So I'm going to kind of look through these and come up with a look. I've used both of them. I love both of them so much. So I just kind of wanted to do just a little eye tutorial today to kind of show you what I enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start some eyeshadow. Before I do, I'm going to go ahead and put a little Mercier under my eyes to set it and kind of bake while I do the eyeshadow. And then that way, if any fallout happens, we can go ahead and brush it off, and we should be okay. Mercier is obviously a classic powder, but there's some other brands that are really good too, like there is Beauty Bakery, there's Jeffree Star, he has a setting powder that has come out, which I really want to try, and Anastasia has come out with one. I haven't tried it, but I've read reviews that it's really good. So just any kind of baking powder that you enjoy, doesn't matter as long as it does the job. So I'm going to pull out my two favorite palettes, and I'm going to, so I typically go for like neutral looks. I love shimmer, so if any palette has shimmer in it, I'm all for it. I love a shimmer look, but I do, you know, do a lot of oranges and pinks, and I do color when I'm feeling like color. So, but today with this shirt, I'm feeling an orange look because it's also fall, and I love fall. So I am going to grab just a buffer brush. This is my Jeffree Star and Morphe collab, the JS5. And this one, I'm just going to dip it in this color right here called Ouch. This one right here called Ouch. I'm just going to dip it in there, and I'm going to slightly put that on the lid. So we'll just get a little, tap off any excess. And I'm going to go right here in the lid and just start blending that in. I always say don't pick up too much. It's easier to add more than to take away, especially with eyeshadows. So, and then I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. And always go in and pick up more. So, you know, they say to start with your transition color. I like that saying, but I always also just go in and I start with kind of a base color that I know can blend all the other colors together. So, like with this color, I know it'll blend, and I know it'll look nice with any of the other colors that I pull. So, pick up just a little more. Put it, just pack it on, pack it there. So, now I'm going to go in with a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. I just got this from one of their packs of brushes that come all together with a little cute bag. Super cute. So now I'm going to go in to this palette, the Morphe collab with Jeffree, and I'm going to go into kind of another color, kind of the same. I'm going to go into this one here called Channel. A little writing. I'm going to dip my brush into there. This is a little more dense of a brush, more packed. And I'm just going to go and put this right here on the lid. And just put that all over the lid. So I started watching YouTube videos a couple of years ago when I was, you know, the only way that I learned how to do makeup was through YouTube. I mean, I've always known how to do makeup, but all this other fun stuff I learned by watching YouTube videos. And I just think it's fun to do what you love and then share it with people. Just the kind of looks that you do, just so people know, especially if you're good at it. It's always good to share. So these blend really nicely. Just kind of go in and packing that on there. Alright, so now I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This is from Morphe. And I'm going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to, so I really want like more of an orangey color, like really orangey. So I'm going to actually open up this palette. This is my Urban Decay Born to Run. Love this one. This one has a really pretty orange right here. And that one is called Baja. So I'm going to kind of add this on top of the Channel one just to give it a little more orange, because the other one had just a little bit more brown in it. So I'm just going to get that on my brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to just put that right, mainly in the inner lid. So love that. Just go over here and do the same thing. Just kind of in the lid, just kind of pack it in there. I always tap off the excess because you don't want too much fallout, especially if you've already done your foundation. There's no rules to makeup, so you can do your foundation first, you can do it last, you can do your eyeshadow first or last. It really doesn't matter as long as you get that look that you love. So, all right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back into this Jeffree palette, and I'm going to pick up this color right here called Boss Angels, and I'm going to pack that on the end corner of the eye. So I'm going to take more of a dense brush, like this one. This is a Morphe brush. There's no numbers on this. I don't know why. Some of them have numbers and some of them don't. Just the dense ones pick up some of the color really well. And I'm just going to go right here at the end and just kind of buff it on there. Love these colors. I'm just doing it right here. You can see that. And just warming it up with that orange red. Okay, and so now I am going to take my finger, because for shimmers, I think the finger is awesome. You can use more of a dense brush as well for shimmer. You can wet it if you want, use some Fix Plus, you know, anything that you want to wet it with. I personally like Fix Plus, but I'm actually going to go in with, there's so many choices. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm gonna go in the Born to Run palette with Ignite, which is gonna be this color right here. And I'm going to just pick that up with my finger, just like that. And I'm going to tap that here, going towards the end where I just put that deeper orangey red color. I'm just going to slowly pack it on there. Just kind of there in the middle. And I'm going to take my other finger over here, same finger. You want to stick with the same fingers because it typically gets it right there in the same spot. And that's really nice because you don't want it to look weird. The same finger is going to kind of get the same look. So I'm just slightly packing that on there. I'm going to go back over here and put a little bit more. And then the same over here, just do a little bit more. And then now I'm going to go in with a kind of lighter gold. I'm going to go in with Smog here in the Born to Run palette. And I'm going to add this on the inner corner of my eye. Just a little bit of a lighter gold. There. Sorry. Same thing, same finger. Over here. Just to kind of give a gold color. Something like that. Ooh, the AC just blew the door shut. There's not a ghost. All right. So that is looking pretty even there. And then now I'm going to go back with this Morphe Dense brush that has no number. And I'm going to go back into Boss Angels in the Morphe Jeffree Star. And I'm going to go back here at the end and just kind of blend a little bit more. Just kind of blend that there. I'm feeling a little bit more shimmer. So I'm going to go into the Jeffree palette and I'm going to do Girl. So I'm going to do this one right here. You can see that. Such pretty palettes. And the formula, so if you have ever bought Jeffree stuff, the formula that he uses for his cosmetics versus Morphe is a little bit different, but they're pretty good as well, because Morphe's original formula to me is completely different from what Jeffree did, which is nice. It's a little bit more pigmented. So I'm gonna go just here at the end next to that shimmer color I put in the middle and just kind of tap it lightly there at the end, just to add a little extra more shimmer. There we go. Alright, I think that looks really nice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small brush like this, kind of with the flat top. This is a BH Cosmetics number 6 from, I think this is from their white and like rose gold line. And I'm going to go into the Jeffree Morphe, and I'm going to go down here to Hi Dude, and I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that on that brush. Tap off the excess. I'm going to go right under here, and I'm just going to start buffing it into my waterline. Just buff it very so lightly so you don't get too much color. And I'm going to go down here and do the same thing on the other eye. Just kind of buff it. Ooh, I love it. And then I'm going to go pick up a little bit more. I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to go into, let's go into Smog from the Urban Decay palette. Just a little bit of a lighter gold. I'm going to pick up some of that on the same brush. And I'm going to go back here and just really buff it in and pack it on that waterline. You can see I have a little bit of fallout, so we'll have to brush that off. So here, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just really tightly pack it. Just bring as much as you can, however much you want. I like to really pack the color in there, because then it kind of like, I turn it kind of like into my eyeliner. Instead of using eyeliner, I'll do this sometimes. And just really buff it in. I think that looks really nice. So there we go for that. Alright, so that is kind of the eye look that I have made. So let's go ahead and close the eyeshadow palettes, and we're going to move on to a little bit of contour and brighten up the space. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dust off the excess powder that I baked with while I did my eyeshadow, and that I'm going to do that with the BH Cosmetics number 4 brush from that white kind of rose gold line that they have. So I'm just going to dust it off, and that's going to take any fallout with it as well. So just kind of get that nice clean look. And actually what I'm going to do to clean up my eyeshadow is I'm going to take an angled brush. This is from the BH from their Pro line, and I'm going to just go here and I'm going to take a little Shapetape concealer, and I'm going to draw a line out just to kind of clean up a little bit of the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go like this. On both sides. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender, and I'm going to take this side of it, because you know it has that corner and then it has this flat top, and I'm just going to take it and buff out that line. And to me it creates that kind of crease cut look, but in the outer corner, and then so it just looks nice and sharp with your eyeliner, just to kind of clean it up. So let's do that there. All right. So now I'm so excited to dip into this Cali contour, and this is going to brighten up the face. So there's a few colors in here that we can play with. So this looks like this, and you open it, and it has these really pretty colors. So it has these this warm contour color here. It has these warmer colors here, highlight in the middle, and then powder here at the end that you can use under your eye if you want to bake with, or if you want to get that sharp line, you can use it right there as well. And that's also to bake with. So I'm a little weird. I don't always use an angled brush to contour. Sometimes I'll use like a brush like this. It's more like fluffy. And then sometimes I'll use a brush like this, like kind of just whatever mood I'm in, or you can use an angled brush like this. So today I will use an angled brush. And I'm going to go into this color right here. And I'm going to just tap a little bit, since I've never used this before, just to kind of see, you know, what kind of pigment it has. And so with contour, you want to start at the highest point of your cheek. So you want to go like right here to the ear, and you want to go down so it aligns with your mouth. And just a little bit more. And I'm going to start just so lightly buffing that in. And it's just going to kind of warm up the face. And it's going to give you that contour high cheekbone look. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit more. Just kind of warm it up. And you can bring it down more. You can stop it here. You can stop it here. It kind of just depends on what you want to do. So like I said, there's no rules to this lovely makeup. I'm going to go over here to the other side, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. See if you can see. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to buff it in. Just kind of make that illusion. Go back in with just a little bit more. You just want to warm up the face. That's basically what you're doing. Go over here, do the same thing. Just to create that look. So I'm going to dip in the same color. I'm going to move up here to my forehead, and I'm just going to go around the hairline. You don't want to bring it too far down because you don't want it to look like you have a large head. But you know, you want to warm it up right there. So just get as close as you can to the hairline. Just take a brush that doesn't have anything on it, kind of buff it out. So I really like that color. That's actually a really pretty warm color. I'm gonna dip into this one now, and I'm just gonna add it just to see what it looks like. Just add a little bit. So I'm gonna go here, just add it right there on top, just to kind of see how it looks. It's actually a really nice color. It's really nice. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to use the Tarte Opening Act Primer, the white one, and then I'm going to use the High Impact Mascara from Clinique. Alright, here we are. That mascara went on really nicely with the Tarte. I love to put primer before. So that's a personal preference, not a lot of people do, but I like the way it looks. So now I'm going to go in with lipstick. I'm going to use the Kim Kardashian 3.5 Nude. Then I'm going to use the Milani 04 All Natural because Tati used this. So I'm totally going to use it because I love it. I love the way it looked on her, so I went and bought it. All right. I changed the lighting a little bit in here. because I noticed that you really couldn't see much of the contour. I don't know if this is better, but I hope you can see it. So I'm going to line my lips with this. I line my lips, but I color on the inside as well, just because I feel like it lasts longer and it keeps the lipstick on there longer. Just to do color on the inside. So I just kind of color it in. I love that Kim's stuff is in Ulta now. When I work for Smashbox, I go into Ulta's, and when I saw her display, I was like, oh my god, it looks so pretty, and her stuff is really phenomenal. It's creamy, her eyeshadows are creamy. I'll do a tutorial with, because I have a few of her palettes, I'll do a tutorial with that. So now I'm going to go in with the Kim Nude 3.5. And just go right on top, just like that. So this is the final look. I'll zoom in a little bit closer so you can see what I did with the eyes and the contour. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and ring the bell. I will be doing more videos in the future. I love YouTube and I love makeup, so this was just the beginning. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I will link below what I used, and I will throw a few Instagram pictures up as well. My name is Nicolena Bertrand on Instagram, just like that. And I will also put my name down below, and that way you can kind of see the final look. I have to adjust the lighting just a little bit, but I really enjoy doing this for you guys, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Thank you so much. Bye.